All right, you guys spend a couple of days heading north back towards Defiance. During that time, you will see what we discussed earlier, that it appears that the lands between the Aranias mountain range and Defiance are clear of the fog. You guys see uh, ash-covered fields and uneven terrain. As far as the eye can see as you travel, you see intermittently, while you're still sort of in this deeper part of the Tethian space, every couple of miles or so, out in the distance, you'll see a one of those spires of like diamond with light glittering inside of it. Did you guys want to go fuck with them, or are you just gonna steer clear?
Admittedly, I am curious to see if it will still call a dragon.
So, last time we had the cover of the fog. This time we're out in the open.
Yes, that is true.
I don't think we can handle another dragon at the moment. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm fairly sore after the last one, and my head still kind of hurts.
Yeah.
Well, this is a multi-day trek, so we could do it after we've had a long rest.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
If we wanted to be stupid just to see what happens.
Congratulations, you survived the dragon boss I had set for you. But then you decided to poke the bear and got mauled to death.
I'm just asking. I think people mentioned seeing it on the way back, and you will pass by some. So I didn't know if you wanted to stop and look at it.
I mean, I'm cool with it.
At the very least, I'm curious if they still seem to be filled with souls.
Yeah. So as you pass by the first couple of them, you will see they are still perfectly clear, perfectly crystalline surfaced. Although they look like ice, they don't seem to be melting in the direct light or anything like that. And each of them has, um, at the at minimum, a single soul in it, but most of them have a few.
Good night to you, but you happened to be there at the time. You okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna call her.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, they seem to be unchanged.
Sorry, that was my mouth.
It's all good. Pure speculation, but if I had to guess, I would say that these are the souls of Tethians that the Dreaming Queen did not want going back into the cycle.
I guess we
So
should
she
just
trapped
do
them
that.
here.
So let's force them back into the cycle. Yeah?
Well, the last time we tampered with these crystals, a dragon immediately came running. So I
Well,
don't know if we're
if
up for
we're
that.
lucky.
Have we taken our long rest yet?
I'd say you could have made it a point to not do this until you had. So yeah,
Okay. So does that mean I can recover my?
yes, you guys can heal and get your resources back and everything.
Could always try cracking one of these pills.
Well, it's up to you guys. What would you like to do?
I'm in. I'm all for returning them to the cycle.
I don't suppose that you're able to extract information from those souls before you return them to the cycle, can you?
Mitchell actually stop and pause. Can I do that? Like, she's ruminating for a bit, like, well, I haven't tried, but hey, this will be a learning experience.
Well, if we
Maybe
can find
something
anything
to
else,
discuss with your mother, and then we try it. We could come back. We don't have to do this now.
Actually, does anyone have like a glass jar?
Well, we had the one that we were keeping the imp souls in that I dumped out.
We could just put them in here.
If
Is
we
that-
can break the crystal, which is a big if.
Yeah.
wouldn't that like cause some soul stuff to be mixed together? I
Well,
don't know
no,
much
we
about
take
soul.
one soul and we just put it in here, I guess.
But wouldn't there be like demon soul, like steak left in the bottle?
Well, yeah, I have to. I guess I'd have to purify it first before we use it.
Yeah, just spray some Windex in there.
You know, say a quick prayer.
I can tell you what, a 10% bleach solution will do wonders for just about everything.
Yeah, as well as a quick immolation of fire holy fire will also do the trick.
Actually, refresh my memory, Rin. Do we know that? Because I feel like this was what we had witnessed, that blue souls, not inevitably, but eventually, is the word I was looking for, fade away on their own, but the red souls were the ones that we could trap and would linger? Or could we potentially also trap blue ones?
You can definitely trap blue ones.
Okay. I wasn't sure, but I felt like we saw them just like fade away while we were holding them once.
Generally, souls will, if left undisturbed, will fade into the ground on their own, but they can be prevented from doing so by sealing them in such a way that prevents them from fading.
So yeah, I'm all in favor of letting these people go.
Let my people go.
Well, I could try magic again, but last time all it did was make the crystal ring out very loudly.
Yeah, I think maybe we should try this some other time with a few extra armaments.
Does common sense count as an armament?
No. Also, we wouldn't have any.
I mean, considering what we did, yeah.
Listen, I can't beat somebody to death for common sense. Wait, can I?
Probably in the right situation.
Well, regardless.
You're not poking the bear.
I'll poke the actual bear. I'm kidding.
just Biddy feels someone like, what do you want, Cal?
Poke, poke, poke.
Why?
For soft.
I mean, that's fair, but also, why?
World hard and cold. Fur soft and.
You know I'm a person, right? Not a blanket?
You can be both.
That's objectifying. Okay, so leaving the diamond spires behind, then you guys travel back to Defiance. We'll say, at some point during your travels, I'll say at the end of the second day. So as you guys are taking, as you're camping for your second night since leaving the Arcanery, around the campfire, you'll get a visitor in the night. A bird will come down from the dark sky and land at your feet, Venali, with a little tiny brown cloth pouch strapped to its leg.
Curiosity will get the better of me, and I will go ahead and remove that and unfurl it.
So you take the pouch from the bird, which will immediately pick up and begin flying off away into the night again. Inside the pouch, you'll find a single owl feather resting on a little handful bed of what appears to be like I say like a fire roasted, like kind of peanut acorn like thing that smells very smoky and inviting.
Well, assuming it's not poisonous, I think we're not on her bad side after what happened, so that's a good thing. I'll go ahead and try one, just a little bit hesitatingly, but trying to have faith.
You try one of the nuts, and it tastes like a very enjoyable fire roasted legume.
I'll pass them out to the party.
Legume.
Legumes.
So you all try one of the snacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Munch, munch, munch.
Oh
The
god,
party
it was
was
poisonous.
never heard from again.
All right, so that passes the night.
And the next night, and the next night, and all the nights to come.
We've been killed by legume.
They were
Severe nut
drunk.
allergies.
But yeah, so you guys seem to take that as a sign that Eliona doesn't have hard feelings, perhaps.
About releasing the fog into her face.
Until we wake up with, like, extremely agitated bowels.
I think a day of dealing with diarrhea is a good exchange for.
Who said anything about a day?
Oh god.
Worst case scenario, Mitty wakes up covered in owl feathers.
The owl bear.
Oh no, I've become a crit chicken.
A what?
Boomkin.
Well, okay. I guess we just keep going.
Yeah, it doesn't take much longer of traveling for you guys to see in the distance the smog coming off of the city of Defiance.
Ah, home sweet home. I can smell it from here.
And you can.
Quite literally. In fact, Connery and Mitty probably could smell it about a day back.
And what, are they just like, thanks? Yeah, great. I hate it.
Great to be back in the city of smog.
Yeah, I imagine like we come out of the foglands into the clear, clear sky, the clearest it's been for a long time, and we come back here and it's like, oh shit. Mitty checks the thing and it doesn't glow. It's like, oh no, this is just Defiance. I don't need to worry about losing my memories. Just, all my fur and
Your ability to smell
Yeah.
probably ever again.
And I should say, within this last day of you traveling back to the city, you will see a number of small bands and even one somewhat larger force, actually, probably like a dozen people, are heading in the opposite direction of you
Oh,
from
yeah.
from the city out into this now seemingly empty space.
Lots of looters. I knew that was gonna happen.
But eventually you stand at the base of Defiance once again. All of the sights and sounds and smells of it assaulting your senses. Having to drag the cart through the somewhat marshy landscape for this last mile has ensured that both the cart, the horses, and most of you have a decent caking of mud at the bottom foot of your height.
Ugh.
But you are before the quarter corridor, and the whole of Defiance stretches up to the sky above you in this odd artificial mountainscape sort of a way, and you are home once again, Mish.
Yep, home sweet home. You can practically smell the pollution.
Yeah. I kind of miss the dragon at this point.
Seriously?
At least it didn't smell as bad as this.
So, do you want to report to your father or your mother?
Let your mother know that your father sent you for a
Ooh,
dragon.
ooh, yeah. Do the mother first. I think that'll be a better show.
Or what if we had them both in the room at the same time?
See the mother go for the father's neck immediately.
Well, see, Vinali, what you're not taking into account here is the sheer shock and horror as she comes after him without him knowing what the hell is happening. It's
That
all
is
about the
true.
surprise.
But we'd have to be there to witness it in order to enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, no, we simply follow after the storm.
Wait, so back up into the mountain? Oh no, I get what you're saying. That's
Alright, so yeah, let's first. Can we get a bath first? Is there a bathhouse in Defiance?
I'd say there probably is. Yeah, it would be.
Does Defiance know what clean is?
It's probably more of a quote unquote bathhouse that has female attendants that would be in the Needful district where the temples are.
They get their water from the what is it, the moat surrounding Defiance or the lake that's there or whatever?
Yeah, that would be pumped up from the lake, and it would probably be before funneled into the actual plumbing, heated incredibly thoroughly, or else it would literally numb your body.
It's like bathing in Nair. Mitty would come out and literally naked.
I mean, so eating seafood or not seafood, but something that came from that lake tasted like a 9-volt battery. Imagine what the water was.
Can't even call it seafood. Whatever whatever
perfectly
eldritch
fine
abominations live at the bottom of the sea that deliver such crap.
That was perfectly fine seafood. You're being dramatic.
I don't think you've ever had seafood then, my friend.
Yes, I have.
No.
I mean, some people, unironically, if that actually existed in the real world, some people probably would like it.
Oh, probably. Well, I mean, we're the kind of species that goes to, hey, this thing hurts me. I want more of it. Thank you, capsaicin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pepper's literally evolved that in order to convince animals not to eat them. And humans are just like, yes, more please.
Humans just T-pose over them while they fucking sit there with dripping noses and eyes.
You should see the hot salsa I got at the Home and Garden show yesterday. Just
Ooh.
triple X heat.
Yum.
It's super, super hot, but it tastes so good.
I will say, as you start to make your way into Defiance proper, and especially as you go up things are pretty calm and normal in the corridor. But as you start to go up the tiers, you see that the city is actually under a state of sort of mild disorder and panic, where people seem to be running around and passing rumors with each other, and people seem a bit perturbed, to be sure.
Can Connery or Mish hear what they're saying with their higher hearing? Can they catch any of these rumors that are being passed about?
make a perception check.
Venali is definitely adding to the rumors.
Oh yeah, 100%. We are. Mitty is also going to try and spread the rumors of it being Mish, the Soul Devourer's fault that this all happened.
Nice, identical rolls. Oh, what did that
Oh, the gist of the fever going around town right now is something unprecedented happened to the south. And as
Oh.
far as anyone knows, none of the hunters, none of the delvers, and no one affiliated with the Senians are taking responsibility for it. So
Yes.
the city's leadership has yet to make an official statement about anything because they don't know what the fuck is going on either. So that's why
Do they
people
seem-
are.
Does it seem positive or negative? The
Yeah.
reaction is going on.
I would say it seems negative in the not in the sense of something bad has happened, but in the sense of something unknown has happened. Does that make sense?
So they're just worried without knowing what's happening.
Correct. As far as they know, the mist could be coming back further. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh god, that's a concept, like a tidal wave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
Like
not
it was
without
doing-
precedent.
Like its AoE attack where it was pulling it back and then shoving it in.
Yeah.
It's like The Mist, the movie based on the Stephen King novel.
But regardless, if we aren't tied up at night, Mitty will spend quite some time at the local pubs to spread the rumors of Mish's heroism.
Well, let's see how far we get for that. Were you guys going straight to? Sorry, were you going to the bathhouse or were you going to the cathedral?
I think
She wants a
bathhouse first.
bath. Yeah.
Bathhouse first, I guess.
Okay, so you make your way up to the Needful District. You see, despite some of the city's uncertainty, there are still people partaking of the festivities of this district. You guys take yourselves to the bathhouse where you are presented with the options of, taking advantage of their facilities and, oh, by the way, would you want the pretty attendant or the very pretty attendant kind of a thing?
Mitty is denser than a neutron star, so like at that he would just be like, "What does that matter?"
Mitty wants the most muscular attendant.
I mean, it helps with his back.
Fight, like he did with the old man.
It's just Armstrong from FMA.
Oh please. Just it would be like hold on, where is it?
Imagining that character working at a soap land is incredibly funny to me. But yeah, so you guys, I'd say for the price of for your whole party, I'd say it's a gold each, so 5 gold for all of you.
I think we've all got at least 1 gold each. Do we not?
Okay. I was gonna be like, I'm pretty sure I spent all of it, but I have like 6 gold on me, so I'm good.
Then you can pay for all of us.
Nope.
Alright, so you each spend a gold. You each have a pretty relaxing sort of spa day treatment where you each get all the muck and grime and in some cases your own blood off of you. Mitty comes out. He's the last one that comes out of all of you, and his hair has been like poofed and slightly curled.
Oh. Does he look like the Beast in that one scene in Beauty and the where he's getting his hair all done up?
I'd have to refresh myself, but he looks like a little like a tiny teacup dog.
Have they given him a bandana?
Do you want a bandana, Mitty?
No.
Then no.
So,
Like you can probably a bandana, he's the dog.
does this mean we have our health back?
Yeah, you've had that since then.
Okay.
Yeah, that. Is that MIDI?
No, so you know when like in like the cartoons and stuff, the dogs they like get all poofed up after getting washed and then shake themselves back to normal. That's just what Mitty will do after coming out in front of everyone.
Also, knowing the kinds of places that these are, Vinali definitely takes advantage to spread the rumors to the attendants to then spread them to all of the other clients.
Yes.
But why though?
For the hell of it.
Because your legend will grow.
Right, is it Vinali and Midi doing that?
Yes.
Okay, both of you make persuasion checks for me. Or no, the deception check.
Okay. It doesn't matter. They're both the same for me. Deception. Where's the...
Jesus.
Thank you, Vinali, for carrying what I'm about to do. If I can find it. All right.
Watch you roll higher.
Wow.
Nice 0, bro.
So Mitty's still all poofed up when he's like telling this, and like what no one's going to believe what a fucking like fluff doll says.
Good thing you've got Vinali there to corroborate your story.
The fucking 0. It's
I don't
so
think I've ever
good.
seen a 0 that wasn't a natural one.
Yeah, so the vast majority of people you try and talk to, Midi, are just flabbergasted at the presence of a full-blooded Zoan, and one getting a pedicure at that. It's like, oh my god, does that bear have cucumbers on his face?
He hasn't eaten them?
No, but he is licking them.
Just
This is like his 5th set of cucumber slices because he does keep eating them.
The attendant's like, stop eating them. He's like, they can't. They're so good.
But you do a decent job of, you don't have the entire establishment buzzing, but you put the word out for a few people, Vinali.
All it takes is one, what are they, Magicurist? That'll spread like wildfire.
But you guys come out of the establishment one at a time, as clean and prim and proper as you've ever been on the road, looking at each other. And Midi is a bit of a sight, but
What? Like, what? Misha just looks at me like, wait, who are you?
What other 8-foot bear do you know?
One that's covered in blood and mud,
Not
and
this
occasionally
poofy.
his own drool.
Shut up.
Like, I never thought you could get like this fluffy.
I normally
thought
don't.
I thought this was like against your character or whatever. But hey, you learn something new every day.
You can't appreciate the gore if you're always covered in it.
We must sound like absolute psychopaths.
Well, we're in the right district for that.
Maybe in the tub because he's too big for it.
But otherwise, you guys are free to do as you will. Are you gonna head to the cathedral?
Yeah.
First, we get some popcorn, though.
Flaming fire puffs, hot.
Popcorn for the fireworks show.
Just as long as they didn't come from the lake.
Lake corn.
Okay.
Who knows what grows down in there?
Well, you guys gather your belongings and you head to Mish's erstwhile home. you see that there's not a ton of people about. It seems like there's not a lot of worshippers at the moment, and even some of the actual, I'm saying church staff, that's not right. Whatever the term is, attendance?
Clergy?
Yeah, clergy. A lot of them also seem to be out. But Arain is there tending the fire.
Oh, hey, Mom. You would not believe what kind of day I've had.
More like what kind of week?
And we've been gone for more than a day, Mish.
I mean, unless the bathhouse really impressed you.
Yeah, Arain will turn and seeing all of you standing in the temple and looking like you've just had a nice spa day, will just kind of cock her head and say, "Oh, it's good to see you again, Mish. I wasn't sure where you had gotten off to, but it seems like you guys have been taking advantage of the entertainment here."
Oh, no, Dad had a job for me.
If you could hear like a pencil lead breaking, you would.
She's like sweeping, and like the top half of the broom handle like snaps, like a straight
Oh, is it?
90-degree angle.
Is it literally like the jazz music stops meme?
Yeah, basically,
Like
like just everything goes quiet for a second, and the only noise for a full 30 seconds is the firewood popping.
Hey, you should have seen your son go. He held off that dragon like a champ.
Please stop doing. Oh God, I can see her hyperventilating. Mom, it's okay.
We are still all here. We did fend off a dragon.
Barely, but yeah.
What?
Yeah. And then she'll go over like the bare basics of the details of where they went, why they were at the Arcanery, what she saw there, and she like say, "Yeah, I can understand why Father thought that place needed a cleansing, though without the use of rites was a bit challenging. It was doable though."
Well, up until the dragon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, up until that part. That's when like, I'm sorry I had to break my rule on that, but you know.
It was a dragon. I'm sure he'll understand.
Can I be forgiven on that?
You'll just see her blink a few times. And then she's gonna turn and walk away from you all.
Quick, follow her.
You hear the door close behind her, and then
And then a blood-curdling scream.
She actually is going to turn and go towards the front of the cathedral. She's walking outside.
Mish will follow
Definitely
her.
following. Yes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We're all following.
You guys just form a gaggle behind her as she enters into the afternoon streets of the Needful District and starts marching in a direction.
Mitty's got like his giant arms filled with snacks, and the others are like grabbing off.
She doing that Professor McGonagall walk when she's pissed.
Yeah.
I need wood.
Wait,
This is literally Twitch drama baiting, but in real life.
Yes, it is.
Like all the while, like Mishu honestly thought that she'd be the first one to report to, because you know it's good to see her, especially after that experience. Is now panicking, like, wait, where are you going? You're looking kind of terrifying. What's going on?
Mitty will just
stay back and enjoy the show. This is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, Mish, just let it happen.
Show?
Oh, you'll see.
Mish,
what?
What you're about to learn is hell hath no fury like a mother's scorn.
I don't know.
I mean, I thought the phrase was woman scorn, but oh.
Mother's rage. You're about to experience.
Mama Bear protect the cub.
It's true.
So, is that why you guys brought popcorn?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that and
Why do Wait, why do you even want to see her go off against my father? You haven't even met him. Oh,
Yeah, we did.
briefly. Okay, yeah, I'll admit that wasn't the best of first impressions.
Mish, you should know in this line of work that life is incredibly short. You gotta take joy where you can.
I'm not sure how I feel about you taking joy from seeing my father get eviscerated, but okay.
I don't know how you cannot take joy from that.
Yes.
I mean, he's my father. But
Bit
anyways,
of
we'll
a
just like go. But we'll just like go follow. And at this point, Mish is now worried.
Eat some popcorn, you'll feel better.
Yeah, you're probably just hungry.
Yes, so you guys follow Rain for several minutes actually, and it quickly becomes apparent that she is not going to some other part of the cathedral. She's leading you up to a district of the city that you have not, I don't think any of you have visited before. The top of the layer cake itself, the district known as the Birdsong Moot, which is where the Huntmaster resides and those who are directly under his employ do their work.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, no.
we can bump into Connery's ex here, maybe.
Quick, Connor, hide your face with this popcorn.
Shut the fuck up.
She will take you guys to the actual castle's a strong word, perhaps maybe more of like a keep. It's a fairly small, um, only couple story structure, but it's very sturdily built. Like it's made of very heavy hewn stone. It looks like it would be um, more of a battlefield fortress than a castle back in home country, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know this is the Moot Mish, which is the Huntmaster's keep. That this is where, it's essentially the capital building of Defiance, right?
Right. And this is where I'm assuming she understands this is where official business goes down, not that she pays attention to that crap.
Right. Yes. This is again. It's like going into a capital building of a state or something like that here.
God, are we get in trouble?
I mean, I hope we don't. We were just following orders.
Yeah.
It's okay, we have legendary Mish the Soul Devourer with us. Pretty sure we're allowed to go anywhere we want to go.
Where did that come from? Seriously, I'm starting to get worried.
That one soul.
What?
Mish the Soul Devourer, Bastion of the Mist.
Okay, now I know you're just screwing with me.
We're just
No.
gonna keep adding titles the more things we do.
She who takes back lands for those of I'm not good at this.
You guys go through the keep's open doors. You pass by a few scurrying, it looks like scribes and secretaries and the like, and are eventually led to a side chamber sealed by a door that you can hear there being raised voices on the other side. Arain will, without knocking, push open the door, revealing a grizzled old man, um, so weathered and battle scarred. His flesh looks more like it was chiseled out of wood than human, a human flesh. You see the good knight Lyseer with all of his boisterous charm. You recognize Midi, and you see why am I blanking on his name? Your dad.
I'm
The
pulling it up.
Milash, Purifier Milash.
Yeah.
You see Milash there that were around a table with a few others that you don't recognize, seemingly mid argument. Arain will after opening the door, say, "Well, I know what happened to the mist."
Mitty's just gonna wave. Hi.
Right
Hello.
within that mist.
You see coming around from a spot, not at the table, but leaning against the wall that you couldn't see, poking her head around the door frame.
Oh no.
You see Vanessa,
Oh,
Oh
fancy
no.
seeing you here.
who will lock eyes with you, Connery, and
No.
just smile.
Connor's just like gonna put his hand up quickly, like cut off that eye contact,
No.
hide behind his hands, like oh, shit.
So, despite the attempted blockade, she will just, with eyes pretty much only for Connery, but acknowledging all of you, will say, "I thought that was too much to ask, but you did say you were going to Ankathia."
Wait, what is she referring to?
You told her where you were going,
Oh yeah.
which is where the mist disappeared from.
Oh.
Oh
Oh.
no.
Shit. Fuck.
At that cue, Mitty is going to congratulatory pat Mish on the back, push her forward, and say, "It was all this one's doing right here."
What? Wait, what?
You
And then she'll have that look of betrayal, like, I didn't. What?
Saved my life, even.
I mean,
you'll
yeah,
see.
Single-handedly fended off a dragon made entirely of the mist.
What?
Most horrifying beast I've ever seen, and I have seen some things in my day.
Okay, now I know you're screwing with me. What the hell?
Oh, miss, there's no need to be so modest. Tell them of your exploits.
You see your mom standing there with her arms crossed under her bust. You see Vanessa looking like the cat that ate the cream. Your dad is staring a bit blindsided at all of you, seemingly completely caught off guard by this. And a man you have only ever seen giving a speech from on high, Huntmaster Balemore, will click his walking stick on the ground once, twice, in two sharp taps, and say, "Is someone going to tell me who this lot is?" And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Let's mish the soul devourer.